Hey everybody, Mo here, and today is the deck overlay. So I'm going over the deck right now. This is recorded a little bit before I went ahead and played some games. I have a series coming out the first of this video is starting, and that's going to be prepping for the ProQuest season. So this is my first ProQuest season in Flesh and Blood, and I'm extremely excited for it. It is going to be Rosetta Standard as well as some Rosetta drafts. Me personally, I only have one Rosetta draft in my PQ. I think I have 6 total. 5 of them are CC, and then the very last one is going to be draft. So I will be playing a lot of CC, testing a lot of matchups with KO, going over my KO deck, refining it as we go. And then I'll be having some drafts in there also. I'm going to be trying to get you guys a CC video and a draft video every single day, at least Monday through Friday. So I'm trying to get you guys 2 videos a day, try to grow the channel, make sure and get you guys as much content as I can. I know there's a lot of kind of missing content as far as like in-depth competitive analysis type videos with either deck guides or just how to play decks, the thought process behind playing competitively, spoken in a very simple to easy take way. So I'm trying to fill that gap and try and just give as much content to you guys as possible, both from a player that's mostly from a player that's trying to strive to be a competitive top pro level player in this game. Obviously, the dream is to be able to become one of the full-time, Flesh and Blood players, whether that's because I'm doing so well I can earn enough through winnings or from content creation thanks to the help of you guys. So, first things first, join my Discord. I know it's going to be a little bit longer of an intro, but join my Discord. I'm going to have my deck guide, the link to this updated KO list, and it has a matchup guide for essentially every character in the game right now. Some of them are a little bit lower, so like 56 cards, because I'm adjusting it as I go. So when I take out older cards, put in newer cards, stuff like this will happen. But for the most part, you can kind of just put good cards in. Like if you're short on cards, just put back in like cards you want to hit people in the head with, or something that you think would work in the matchup. But for the most part, especially the most popular matchups, I try and make sure I have it. So like Dio's updated to 60, Enigma's updated to 59, but you can just put in a set packing in it, put in a pack out and it'd be fine. So you're at 60, and stuff like that. So I try and make sure I update the most popular matchups for you. So go make sure to join my Discord, look under the KO channel, this will be there. And then I'm going to, like I said, in the draft videos, I'll be going through my thought process of how I'm drafting, why I'm drafting, all that stuff to prepare you guys for ProQuest season with me. So that's it for the intro. Let's get into the deck. This is a very standard KO deck list. This is what I've landed on that I'm really happy for ProQuest season right now. I'm playing Yellow Bear Fangs, the Yellow Wild Rides on 6 Agile Windup, and it is just a very consistent 3 of everything. Only 2 E-Strikes. I kind of value the discard bigger attacks than the E-Strikes at the moment. I don't think blocking is very big in this meta right now. I actually think attacking is going to be one of the best ways to do it. I don't think we're in a no block meta, don't get me wrong. You can still like block 2 send 8, block 2 send 7, and that's perfectly fine. But right now, a lot of the big decks are going to be things like the Dio, which you're not really wanting to block a lot. I think my game plan right now is just to race them as best as possible. Enigma, which again, you're not really blocking a lot, you're just kind of hitting them. Vincent, which is a lot more tempo oriented, so it could be like block 2 send 8, block 2 send 8, hitting them. Vincent, which until you have a big Blood Rush Bellow turn in that matchup, and then just play your Blood Rush Bellow, hit them in the head. I do have extensive matchup notes for some matchups as I go through and really scrim them hard and fully understand it. So for example, I can just pop one up here. I have this right here. This is the Vincent versus KO notes. I don't want to, I guess, leak too much, but there's this right here. And this has like exactly how I'm trying to play the matchup, exactly what's good in the matchup. I have stuff like that for the Enigma matchup as well. So here's Enigma notes as well, saying like, this is how you do things. That's what's been working for me. So I will have all of that copy and pasted in the Discord as well under the KO channel and for the matchup guide channel. So look for that as well if that's something you're interested in. So I really like that. My sideboard plan is looking like this at the moment. I'm kind of going back and forth between 2 cast bones, no cast bones. I think cast bones in the matchups you want is really broken. I'm on agile windups because I found they've been one of the best ways to actually consistently beat Enigma. So in our sideboard slots, we have, quite a few Enigma slots. We have 8 of our 17 are going to, or really 9 because our beaten trackers. 9 of these sideboard slots are going towards the Enigma matchup. And all in all, it feels very good. I like all of these cards individually. I like the windups for the aggression. There might be a better option out there, but as of right now, I found that anytime I have an agility token into Enigma, it feels really good. They can't really put down their Miragai easily because there's a really good chance I can pop it if I get to have, 5 cards with a and agility token. Cast Bones, because Cast Bones clash your might, because in the tempo matchups you really like to get the might value. No Fear, because there are some matchups right now that it's really good against, like Defense Sets, the Succumbs, the any Assassin. So No Fear has been very solid here. It's also good into like the Kanos if those pop up, stuff like that. Weakest Link is very, very good in the meta right now for the mirror match. Also, No Fear is good in the mirror match. Your Dios, your Enigmas, your News, stuff like that is very, very good for weakest Link. Reckless Swing, mostly in here for the Enigma matchup, can go into some matchups, like potentially the Dio, potentially other matchups where you're just wanting to put your opponent, you kind of cheese a kill out of them. I don't know if it's worth lowering the consistency of your deck by putting in 2 non-6 power cards, but against the Enigma, where it just automatically kills a 10,000 Reunion or automatically kills Miragai, very, very, very good. And then your equipment suite here, beaten trackers for the Enigma matchup or matchups you're going to be consistent, and then your AB runes here for, you know, all those good AB matchups. Not a lot of the, like, Runeblade matchups, but the non-Runeblade AB matchups. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoy the deck list. The link will be down in the description below, as well as in the Discord, again, along with the matchup guides of how to play the matchup. So you have this, which is, if you import this to your Talishar, it'll automatically sideboard for you. But what the matchup guide in the Discord does is tells you how to play the matchups, not just what cards to put in, but why, and like what cards do well, how you're actually playing the matchup well enough to win the game. So hope you guys enjoyed it. That's gonna be it for this intro. I hope you guys enjoy the games. Alrighty, we are against New. We picked competitive mode, which basically I think just means no takes these backsies, like no undos. I don't know if you saw the undo request or not, but we are against New here. So against New, I really like bringing in the No Fears because they have such good on hits. I like the weakest Links because it gets rid of a lot of their, you know, like cheese and stuff. Oftentimes, whenever I'm bringing in the weakest Links and I'm playing against these slower matchups, we're gonna take out. Hello. My mouse not working. Okay, we're gonna take out Call to Pack, and then for the last 2 cards to bring to the No Fears, we're gonna take out 2 of the yellow Bear Fangs because we have more ways to miss, so it's gonna make us, you know, kind of sad. So for starters, this is a pretty decent hand, so we can just go ahead and hit them up here, activate our KO. Hoping it has Dominate, so they can only block with 1 card anyways here. Obviously, you know, assuming we hit. Oh, nice, we even hit something else. So this is really good. We can discard this. Mighty Windup, which feels good. So we're going to get a dominated attack. They can only block with 1 card. And then we're going to be able to discard the Mighty Windup, start our next turn with 2 Might tokens and a Wild Ride in our arsenal. This is a pretty good turn 1. So how I like to play the New matchup is I basically try and play like a mid-rangey outnumbers game them. You really want to protect your Vanish Zone out of blues. So that's going to be the biggest thing for you, is to just make sure. We could attack with our Mandible Claw here, but we don't really want to do that. I don't want to give them the extra filtering. So we'll just take our 6 damage, call it a day, Mandible Claw, and Arsenal this Wild Ride. In case they were trying to do some tricky stuff here. But like this right here is probably fine. We can just block all this because we have the Blood Rush Bellow. And I think this is probably okay. So we can get any attack reaction out of their hand like this would be pretty cool. Let's see here. Okay. Nice. So let's see what we got here. As long as they can't make this more than 8, we should be okay. If they can make it more than 8, we are going to be extremely sad. So there's that. We can just get rid of the yellow Wild Ride. Be okay. So that's 1. Cool. And now we get Blood Rush Bellow on a really big turn here. We could even activate the Savage Sash if we really need to. So let's see what we got going on here. So let's draw 2 cards. It's not looking like it needs to be a Savage Sash turn. So we will just Wild Ride here. We can save Savage Sash for a crazier turn. Nice. And then we can weakest Link for 6. It's not too bad. Not too bad. And then at least get some amount of blocks here, or threaten to get their Transcend. They were able to Transcend on turn 1, which is quite good for them. Quite good, quite good. Let's see what we got. We can just swing at them with the Sneaky Link. Sneaky Link. You know, not the craziest Blood Rush Bellow turns, but we did have to block with 1 card, or I guess banish 1 card, because they did Transcend on turn 1, which is kind of sad, but all in all, I think it's okay. Ended up being not the worst here. So they're gonna block with 6, keep their what I assume is going to be a Chi in their hand. We have another Blood Rush Bellow, which is quite cool. Block for 4. Yes, sir. We can block like this. Seems fine. We can block like this. Maybe we can get some value out of the apex at some other point. So here we're gonna get +1 and banish a card out of our hand. That's fine. I don't really care about this nearly as much when they're not like they can banish the Bloodrush Bellow. That's fine by me. We're just going to send packing for 7 because they now don't have these arms for like big. Sorry, I forgot the name of it. The bonds turns. And they don't have it for future like CNCs or leave no witnesses or anything like that with a really, really good on hit. Losing our Bloodrush Bellow is kind of like not great, but it's not the worst thing in the world ever. They still don't have any playable blues, so their fatigue matchup is not looking great. We're really ahead on numbers here, so all in all, this is looking pretty good here. The blue card blocks so-and-so. Yeah, don't care. Then ask, we can just do this. Block 3. They could buff it up if they want to here. Just a nick, sure. See what we got here. Stilettos, they're gonna give it go again and then attack me with maybe some sort of on hit. Let's see, but they've used both of their armor, which is like not scary at all. They banished that, banished a red card, and banished a red card. So they didn't gain any life, and they still have 0 playable new cards, which is quite funny. So I assume this is a weakest link of their own. We could just take the 6. I'm kind of down to just like Enlightened Strike to draw a card. Sorry, pass. Yeah, that's probably what we'll do. It's just Enlightened Strike to draw a card, and then we will keep this in case we actually need it, because this is going to be a better arsenal target than just like some random blue, right? So we'll take our 6 here, tell them that we don't particularly care. Now look at this, 0 blues. They're a sad new gamer. So let's do one of these. Let's draw us a card. See if it's a good red to arsenal. It might be a blue. Okay, cool. That's a good card. We can. Oh, that seems good. Death Touch can't be played from hand. That's totally fine. This person's on a pretty weird list. They use their equipment very aggressively, so we should be pretty ahead thanks to that. So I could definitely see us winning. And this is a lot of how KO goes. Is a lot of your matchups, like I said in the intro, are going to be around 50-50 matchups. You know, slightly favored, slightly behind. You don't really have many matchups that are more than like 50 or like 47%, you know, or worse. So that's pretty good for you. Also, outside of that, oh, this hand's pretty good. We can like swing our send packing. He is defend with 1 or more equipment. I mean, that's fine. I don't think I'm going to be blocking with any equipment this turn. Interesting they chose that over the attack reaction one. Codex into, I assume, death. No, you don't. Oh, you don't have a mana. Okay. You have 2 mana, so if you want to CNC, you could CNC. You don't have that. Could be surgical. We do have our weapon, so we have a. I didn't see what they picked. They picked weakest link, which doesn't do anything to us. So how good is our next turn? We have an agility token. Our frailty token makes this kind of bad. So we could just go like send packing Swing Big. Seems pretty good. I think I'm totally down for that. They're not going to have, or they are going to have an arsenal, right? So yeah, we can just pass all this, take the 6, go down to 23, and then just send, you know, 15 damage back at them. Be pretty happy. 15 damage plus arsenal disruption, which is pretty funny. And most importantly, this is going to be at 7 thanks to the might token, so we're going to be able to avoid breakpoints. So if they have 2 3s, it's going to be good. If they have like any unblockables, it's going to be good. So let's go ahead and run Roughshod. Let's see what we got. Banish a Hiss potentially. Oh, cool. That works for them, they said. So Sink Below for 4. Sounds good. And another one, I assume. Otherwise, you just like block with something in the Sink Below unless you just don't care about this Hiss. Yep, double Sink Below. Sure. Sounds good to me. And now we will just swing big at you. And call it a day. So we know their hand is a Hiss. Keep track of that. They're just going to take 8, which feels really good. Oh, took 4. Because they drew triple Sink Below. I mean, that was a turn to do that. Bonds. This hits. Top card. And they banish a card. Same color. This is only going to be coming in for 1 though. They can't even play the Hiss. So what if we just block this and we can just threaten the hiss again? No, we can't really do that. I guess we could do that. Yeah, I think we just don't want them to gain life. It's really only bad if they hit a blue, though. So what is it if we don't do that? So we can attack with our claw, discard. Our hand's kind of awkward. We could roll scabs and try and discard this beast with them, but that doesn't feel very good. It could also just be like, boom, boom, swing at you for 8. That doesn't feel very good. We could just block with our beast within, I think. Fine. Again, we just don't let them, Oh, just a nick. What? Oh, because they sink below the other one. Oh, they got me with that. That's crazy. Yeah, that is sometimes the bad part about playing online is I forget about some of the interactions, like the pitching and tucking a card, because I'm not reading the chat constantly. But that's fine. They hit a red off of this anyways, so that's fine. They still only have 1 blue, which is a wind-up, which is not too great for them. They took a little bit of damage, but not too bad. So here we can just do like this. Swing for 3. Discard, and the send packing is not too crazy, so we'll just send for 5 here. So just a nice little deal, little 8 damage, make 2 might tokens, make our next turn seem kind of crazy. We have the send packing. Ideally, we would have an agility token with the send packing, but worst case scenario, if we absolutely need the pressure, we can always just roll scabbies. We are getting fatigued a little quick here, and we only have 1 Blood Rush Bellow left in our deck, but we do have 2 No Fears, so there is a good chance we can kind of just get to a point where you can put a no fear in our arsenal. Oh fuck. Oh well. I was supposed to wait to see if there are any D-reacts, but this is fine. Swing at you for 5. So deal a little 8 damage. They shouldn't ever be keeping a full hand. If they do, I'm just gonna block the Mistblade. Ooh, we drew our Blood Rush Bellow, which is extremely good for us. If we can Blood Rush Bellow on a 5-card hand, that would be great. We don't have armor to stop any type of arsenal disruption, though, which is essentially exactly what you want against the like arsenal disruption decks. Is you're just saving your armor to keep a Blood Rush hand going. So we don't have that, which makes me kind of sad. There's just gonna be some go-agains, but our opponent used their equipment so quickly that I feel a lot not under pressure. So like, yeah, right, like this we can just block here, and then ooh, we don't really have a good way to block. I like to get our token, so I mean, let's just get rid of it. We just do this, pop that, get rid of the arsenal. Yeah, I don't even know if we care about our arsenal. Maybe we do. Yeah, maybe we care about our arsenal because that's just like what we're sending this turn. Like, we just send this for 9, and then just try and save Blood Rush Bellows for the next crazy turn. Or sorry, send this for 8. Otherwise, we do Blood Rush Bellow, have 2 floating, do this, do that. That's also pretty good. Let's just Blood Rush Bellow. Because they're at 11, we're going to start just ripping cards out of their hand. We have double might tokens, 2 mana, so we can do Mandible Claw into Bare Fangs if we need to, depending on how they block. But also, again, don't mind keeping the send packing. I feel like we're probably, yeah, we're just going to do this. And we're just going to send this Bare Fangs. They're going to block with 1 card, and we have the send packing in the arsenal, which doesn't feel too bad. I really want to save send packing for whenever it can get the on hit. Oh no, we got rid of a no fear, so it's only for 8, not for 10, unfortunately. But that's fine. Got rid of a no fear. They're going to arsenal this card like we expected, and then we should be able to swing at them with the packing. Okay, let's go ahead and scabs. I think this is a scabber's turn for sure. Let's see. We hit 4. Nice. So we can either try and discard the Beast Within or just guarantee the action points. Which should we do is a great question. I'm greedy, so I think I'm going to try and discard the Beast Within. So we're going to see if we can hit this 33%. We did not. So we still keep the Beast Within. This is why this plan was fine. It's because we still keep the Beast Within to be able to attack with this send packing and be happy. So not too worried. If we had 1 more mana, we'd be able to just like Bare Fangs again, be happy. But look, we're getting rid of so many of their cards, and then we're gonna have to get rid of these last 2 because we're gonna send packing them with our Beast Within. What did we get rid of? We got rid of a ooh, nice. Okay, so we have shuffle your deck, try and get there. That's fine. They block out. They're at 4. I mean, we have just big attacks coming in. Yeah. We have quite big attacks coming in, so we can just do, like, go again. Boom, boom, boom. Swing for 6. Seems good. And then swing for 8. And we know they have 1 unblockable card in their arsenal. Like, it's not a D-react or anything. So if they have 1 more unblockable card here, they're just dead. If they drew 2 cheese or something. So, 4, yep. And I assume this is a can't block card. Nice, so we got there. And that's, didn't really look kind of scary. Like, we kind of just outvalued them. And that's what a lot of the new matchup is kind of just trying to outvalue them, play this nice mid-rangey game plan, and then pop off with your Blood Rush Bellows. Granted, our first Blood Rush Bellow wasn't the greatest. Our second one got banished, and our third one was, it was pretty alright. It was pretty good. But we were able to just outvalue them because they didn't really play that great. Sorry if you end up watching this, Rogus, but probably try and save your equipment for later on. But this is literally just how I expect all of my KO matches to go, and this is how I expect just KO to go in general, but especially in ProQuest season, because I feel pretty confident that I can, you know, skill gap my opponents or really just make less misplays than my opponents do. KO is really good at that. His range is really good. His deck is really consistent. So if you can just play tight and abuse where your opponents misplay, then playing KO, you should be able to gain enough advantage points to at least be able to consistently top cut, get your finals, get that black envelope. So felt pretty good. That's one game. I'm gonna try and get a second game in here with you guys to show you just some more KO gameplay. And this is, you know, day 1 of prepping for the ProQuest. So let's get another game in here. So we are up against Enigma in the second game. So I'm really glad that I get to show this because I think Enigma is one of the matchups where people kind of feel like Enigma is favored. I don't think that. I think people think it's like, oh, it's favored or it's 50-50. I don't think that at all. So for equipment, I bring in the bait and trackers. Just this is a really, really big tempo matchup. And that's actually where a lot of our sideboard slots go to. So you could say maybe that's why I feel like I'm favored. But just in general, I feel pretty good about this. We are going to take out the Yellow Fangs. And then for the last 3, it could be a lot of different things. I just like taking out the Pulpings. Mostly because I get scared that they're going to have a lot of D-reacts. And because we're bringing in so much agilities, we don't really need the Pulpings that much. The other thing you can do that if you use this list here, let me show you where Enigma. So Enigma, see here, it says to take out your E-Strikes, you take out your Send Packs, and then you just bring this in here, and then like that's the other 6 you can bring in. But I also like bringing in Reckless Swing, so I'm down to just take out 2 Yellow Fangs too, which is pretty good. So let's get started. So turn 1, we are looking pretty alright. We can send this Weakest Link just to force them to block something if they want to do that. And then go ahead and discard this Wind Up. Start with, oh, it's just gonna let him hit. No, there we go. And see, this is why I like taking out the pummels sometimes, but also it's just, you know, really. So sounds good. Block for 6. They get to filter their hand a little bit. We'll do some of this, and then the agility token is crazy. How you play this matchup is you essentially wait to have a really big Blood Rush Bellows turn, and you're going to save your equipment to stop any CNCs from that happening. This round's on me, everyone draws a card, and then blah, 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 blah. That's fine. We have Reckless Swing. Reckless Swing is really good. Sure. So we could just pop this with any popper. We only have 1, which also happens to be our only good attack card. But we will go ahead and pop that, because why not? Sounds good. And then here we can play for our Wild Ride with our Reckless Swing. We can also just pay for our Assaulted Battery just to keep getting agility tokens, and that's probably what we're gonna do. Just because agility tokens are so good, it stops them from trying to set up a board, and that's why we bring in 9 of the discard to make agility tokens. A lot of not great Prism players will probably just let you run all over them too, which is something that's good. So here we can either make a Might token or swing for 3. I'm down to just make a Might token. They often can't use a lot of their hand, especially if they're playing a D-react heavy list. Once per turn, let's just get +1 counter on it. I mean, hey, sounds good to me. And see, like, they're going to IP1 themselves. So here we have agility token. We have our Blood Rush Bellow. So we are super happy with how this is about to go. So we have beaten trackers. Do we want to gain the action point? No. Like, we have so much action points here with our wild rides that we don't need to gain it for beaten trackers. Beaten trackers is basically just for the big tempo matchups where you're like, oh, I can't actually get the go again or anything like that, so I need to use my beaten trackers. And the reason we play this over scabs is because you usually only need it like one time to keep the tempo going, versus scabs gives you the option to miss and could tempt you into making misplays just because it's an option. So that's why I like, not playing it. So here we're waiting our opponent to play an instant. We're probably going to ignore the shimmers until the very end if we need to. I don't see them really keeping a hand right now. And we had to put one Reckless Wing on the bottom of our deck. So to play to our outs of that Moragai, we are going to draw into the second one later, or eventually just keep a whole bunch of agility tokens. So see here, we've already made 3 agility tokens, or technically 2, could have made 3 agility tokens. That's 1 every single turn, and that's essentially what you need to be doing to kind of beat the deck. So we have agility token. We're hoping to draw into like a Bare Fangs, a Swing Big, something like that. This might even be a Sash turn if we just draw like triple or double red. I'm totally down to just draw double red, play one of them. No, I don't want to destroy beaten trackers, and then get rid of my Savage Sash early. We did not draw that, so we don't need to do that, which is totally fine. So in that case, let's go ahead and just Wild Ride. We're going to attack the Enigma, and we're not going to do the one in our arsenal because we can discard both of these and be totally fine. We discarded a CNC, which kind of sucks. Not something we really want to do, but hey, it is what it is. We'll swing at you for 9. Movable. Play from arsenal, so you're going to block 8 of it. That's pretty good. Sounds good. We are going to Mandible Claw. 5. And they are in an extremely D-React list. They're on Warmongers, which is not for us specifically. I think they're just on Warmongers just to, have the Warmongers. Oh, our Reckless Swing got discarded. Okay, so we don't have a Reckless Swing. So that's fine. We didn't need to go again anyway, so that's also totally fine. Here we don't have an Agility token, so they only have a few cards. There's a couple things we can do. One of them is just Assault and Battery. One of them is really just that's the only thing that really makes sense. We could try and swing something else and like arsenal something, but I'm down to just swing the Assault Battery, make an agility token. We have the Swing Big in our arsenal. Maybe we can use our armor here, pop it, have a good Sash turn, be pretty happy. There's Warmongers, they're blocking 6, so they're just like perma blocking. I don't really know if they're just trying to fatigue me or not, but we have like Blood Rush Bellas in our deck, so it's probably not going to work. They're going to play a second one, and they're IP1ing themselves again, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, we're going to start with a Swing Big at their head, or 9, with agility. Ideally, they have an arsenaled D-React that they're going to use. That is their 3rd red unmovable, which is kind of crazy. But this is also totally fine, because now we just get to use our pulping here and be happy. Oh, do this. The pulping. Beast with it. No, we don't need to pop our trackers. Nope, nope, nope. And we'll just swing. So look at all these D-Reacts. They're stacking for the Moragai. We can just do one of these. We can even pop one here if we want to, but we don't really need to do that right now because they're not threatening anything, right? So we just dealing right 3. Now they probably have a way to like make something hit us for a little bit, but we're at 40 HP. So Waxing Spectre, 1 mana swing. Probably okay. So we can just pass. We have the pulping. Actually, we could just use pulping this turn. So like we could just get value out of our Savage Sash here. We don't need to block with the rest of our equipment because this isn't like a CNC or anything. Really what we're trying to hold it off for. So here we can pop our Savage Sash, pulping, and just have all of this other stuff we're doing here. We can either swing big at them, we can do a second pulping if we wanted to. No, we don't need to gain an action with that. So here, this is definitely going to pop, which is pretty sick. I guess technically it doesn't have to pop if they have the +1 counter. Board 1. Might have. Okay, sounds good. So we'll pulping again. And then, I was going to say, ideally, we can just get rid of whatever the other card was. That would have been cool, and then do a big swing big at them. But this is all in all okay. I'm totally down to just swing 3. I'm also down to just discard this to make an agility token. That doesn't seem horrible. Let's just go ahead and swing 3 at your head. Okay, no blocks, which is good. So again, it's probably just another, like, make a something attack me. Be fine. Oh, CNC. Sure. I think that's okay. We're just going to be able to assault and battery, make an agility token. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy now. Cool. So we're going to keep our agility token for the late game also. So here we get a might token, we get an agility token. We're going to have Blood Rush Bellows in our arsenal. We're going to have, they've already played 2, oh, and only 1 CNC. I think they might have pitched a CNC earlier or something, I believe. I feel like I've seen 2 CNCs, but also I could just be completely wrong. But either way, we're going to have protection from the CNC with just 1 card, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Enigma here doesn't matter. Oh my gosh golly, this is that's a lot of good cards in my hand. Which actually would like a red, which would be, or sorry, a blue. So really, if I could just discard this yellow Wild Ride, get a blue, and then a red Bear Fangs, ooh, be cool. Or obviously, I would like to discard some Beast Withins. That would be cool. Attack me for 4, sure. Sounds good. Are you gonna IP1 yourself again? Or is this gonna be? Oh, you made one on your turn, on my turn, and you're making one on your turn. Oh, 1,000-year reunion. Gotcha. Swinging me for 10. I think that's okay. I think that's okay. And now I kind of wish I had my reckless swings, but I do not. So it's what it is. All right, got rid of that. Beaten trackers. We don't need to make our action point right now. Draw a blue. We did draw a blue, which is quite good. Let's go ahead and just start with weakest link, probably. I do want to swing the most amount possible. So I think we're going to start with this. Yeah, attack you, bucko. We're not attacking your stupid little shimmer. Oh no, we got rid of a CNC. Like that card. No, you're not going to do that. And we're just going to swing at them for a whole lot. So they let their 10-year take all of this. We're going to attack them for 7, or 5, sorry. And then we're going to weakest link them. So, okay. I mean, sounds good. I assume they're just going to let both, or let their Spectral Shield eat that. And here is a weakest link. So they can pitch, make this War 3, block with a card in their hand. We know it's 2 chi, so this last card has to block 2, because they're going to make a token, board, and they have to have a block in their hand. Oh, I guess they just have Traverse. Okay. Sounds good to me. Yep. Alrighty. So, oh, there's our Beast Within. We would have loved that last turn. Some reds. Not too super duper excited about that. Here we can probably just like... Oh, that's so many reds. That's so many reds. It's probably just a Wild Ride though, and like hope it discards the Beast Within is probably our game plan. Let's see what. 50-50? Oh, nice, we hit. Cool. Hit the 50-50. No, we do not want to destroy our beaten trackers. Please give me a yellow or a blue here, would be quite cool. Yellow or a blue would be cool. The fact that it's 7 is nice because it means it stops the breakpoint of just like 2 block 3s. A blue was absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. So block 6, shield destroys it, and then we have weakest link here to take a chi out of their hand. Oh no, they're flashing it in. Sure. Sounds good. So now I can clear their entire board with a weakest link. Which sounds good to me. So they might as well just make all of their things. I believe they can make, yep. So we're going to be able to clear their board. And if this is a chi, just absolutely annihilate them, which is quite cool. This is once per turn instant, so they can ward 3. I guess if this is a block 3, they can just block 3, but yeah, nice. So we're going to clear their entire board, be happy, shuffle their deck, Take 3. Nice. Oh, and we drew a Blood Rush Bellow, which is quite good, quite good. We are going to just swing for 7 here, like this. We're going to attack. And then have a Blood Rush Bellow. So swing at you for 8, which is a really big number. Let's see, block for 3. Sounds good. And then as long as they don't have, like, exactly Miragai on this turn, we should be okay. Even if they do have Miragai on this turn, surely can't be that bad. Oh, they have it! No! No! Hey, 10 is not lethal. That being said, this is definitely give it like a +1 counter, right? So, let's just block for 1 here. Oh, we have to block more than that because we're going to try and get rid of this then. Yeah, I mean, might as well just block everything here. Save us like the most amount of HP as possible. So sounds good. Okay. So ward X and let's do the thing. Oh, it was not a beast. Do we want our action point? Yes, we will take our action point because we don't have a lot of ways to do things. Oh baby, this is amazing. We have 2 action points, so this can get rid of our Beast Within 25% every time. Oh, unlucky. But anyways, we're just gonna like smack them around for a whole lot. And just hope it gets us, right? So we do that. We do Mandible Claw into Bear Fangs and just try and rip every single card out of their hand. I mean, this is blocking 5, so I guess I could block 6 technically, but 5, so that's 8. They take 2. Damn. Oh, okay. Sounds good. I was actually hoping I clicked on the same Bear Fangs. I don't know if I clicked on the other Bear Fangs if it would change the RNG or not. Not too sure. So Warmongers, deploy, sure. Okay. Wow, they're even on blue sinks. That's kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy. So yeah, I mean, still same thing here. We can just block or attack for 5 and attack for another 10. And just deal all the damages. So they have to block with at least 2 cards. I mean, sure, you make a thing that doesn't help you. The other card has to be a block 3 and you're still just dead. Nice, and we got there, and we beat Enigma. So this was like a super duper wacky... Yeah, sounds good, man. This was a super duper wacky Enigma build where they're just on like... Look at all... Their deck is just mono D-reacts, which is kind of wild, and they're trying to like pitch stack Miragais and 10Ks. We also played without our Reckless Swings because we got Reckless Swing discard, or we pitched a Reckless Swing like turn 2 and then discarded a Reckless Swing like turn 3. And it just didn't matter. Like, we were able to just simply outnumber them because of the amount of times we had the agility token, the amount of times we just had to go again when we weren't supposed to. That last turn, for example, because we were able to make because we had beaten trackers instead of scabs. So this is what I'm telling you. Like, you usually only absolutely need the action points like 1 time in the match for it to be super big and super impactful. Oftentimes, scabs, like right here, if we rolled scabs and got a 2, like, we probably aren't winning this game, or at least it's going to be a lot less impactful, or we don't know if we're going to be able to do all the things we need to do. Whereas if we just do the beaten trackers, we just know we have 2 action points, we can guarantee we can guarantee Red Bear Fangs as our first action. Maybe we discard the Beast Within and then draw something else, and like our whole plan can change. So that's really why I like beaten trackers. I'm just able to show you guys exactly, things are working exactly like they're supposed to. So this was awesome. I'm glad I could show you guys both these matchups. I think Enigma's pretty favored. Not like pretty favored, but it's probably like 55% into for us right now. If you know how to play, if you keep your armor when you need to protect yourselves against like CNCs. Where's it at? I know they attacked me with. Maybe they didn't. Does the person even have CNC in their deck? Surely they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they played a CNC. I guess I'm just tripping. I don't see it in here because I'm blind. But I don't know. Anyways, like, you just save your armor for CNC turns, and that's kind of just in general how you play KO, is you want to set up a big Blood Rush Bellow turn, arsenal your Blood Rush Bellow. When they attack you with any amount of disruption, you just block with your armor, call it a day. Same with the new game. I know they didn't really do that to us, or we weren't in a spot to do that, but we could have just arsenaled Blood Rush Bellow. They attack us with, like, leave no witnesses, boom, boom, block with our armor, be happy. Same with here. They attacked us with CNC. We just go boom, 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 boom. Keep our guy alive. They attacked us with this big Marah guy, and we still had so much armor. We had the whole fridge. We were able to just block everything. And then, you know, have enough life to be able to, even if they didn't die this turn, like if this Chi was a block and they just could block 6 on this, take 4. And they could, so because this is 3, 4, they were at 6. So they take 4, go to 2. They have 0 cards in their hand. And then they're not able to really kill me, or if they keep 1 card in their hand and try and swing back at me with a spectral shield of some sort, then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're at 6, so we can still get to go to 1, or we have our Apex Bonebreaker to block, so we even block out if they have another spectral shield to send at us. So really, like, having this big fridge, you need to be able to use that efficiently and not just use it early. I use it to save my Blood Rush spell turns, or use it towards the end game to stop an on-hit and anything like that. That's kind of crazy. But anyways, I know this is a little bit of rambly at the end here. I just wanted to really drive into you guys how I play the matchups, why I think they're winning, and how you guys can play the matchup to your best ability. So that way when you go, you don't just go, oh, so-and-so told me that KO is good into Enigma. I really want you guys to understand why KO is good into Enigma, or how I play the matchup to make it good. And to the good Enigmas I test against, we've kind of agreed, like, yeah, this is what needs to happen for Enigma to win, this is what needs to happen for KO to win, and that's why I play so many agilities. That's why my sideboard's kind of teched for Enigma, mostly because my local scene, I think, is going to have a lot of Enigmas, and I think Enigma's kind of agreed to be the best deck right now, and probably one of the most popular. So having all the ways to give yourself go again, look, we're about to draw a Reckless Swing anyways, we hit stack, is really solid. So deck should be in the description below. I will be changing it, and along with these videos, we're getting ready for the ProQuest season with me. I hope you guys enjoy this series where I'm basically testing. I give you guys my notes for all of the stuff going on. I do have notes on the Enigma matchup. Like I said, those are going to be in my Discord. So go to the description, join my Discord. That's going to have all of my KO notes for all the matchups as I learn them along the way. So right now I have in-depth notes and matchup guide for Vincent, in-depth matchup guide for Enigma. I will have one for Dio coming up next, as well as some other matchups as I play them and really test them out to figure out exactly how I want to play them. So usually people will put this type of stuff behind a paywall on Patreon, but I just have it for free in my Discord. All you have to do is go join there. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoy this series. I have a lot of fun content coming up, kind of more vloggy style content. I have a box opening coming up because I ordered a box of Rosetta. I'll be doing all those where I'll open them up. And I'll do pack one, pick ones, make a lot of YouTube shorts and TikToks out of those. So if you guys enjoy that, let me know. Any suggestions, let me know. But I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.